Hey guys, it's Hinda and welcome to Cooking Fantasies. In today's video, we're going to be making this delicious passion fruit tart. So today we're going to be preparing a very delicious and really easy to make passion fruit curd that's so creamy and really flavorful, and a passion fruit glazing to fill the shortcrust pastry or the tart crust that we made together in the previous video. I'm going to be leaving the link down in the description box. It's a step-by-step tutorial on how to make your shortcrust pastry or tart shells from scratch. So if you want to learn how to make your own shortcrust pastry or tart shells, make sure to go watch it after the video. If you are visiting the channel for the first time, we make a lot of delicious things here, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell to get all the notifications. And let's get started with our recipe. And like always, all the ingredients you're gonna need in both the grams and cups measurements you're gonna find down in the description box. So let's get baking. Start by soaking the gelatin sheets into cold water and prepare the rest of the ingredients. And we're gonna proceed the same as we would make lemon curd. So in a saucepan, mix the eggs with the sugar. Then add your passion fruit juice or puree. Try to go for a non-sweetened one because we've already added enough sugar and the fruit itself is sweet. And then I also added 1 tablespoon of grapefruit juice. I think this really complements the passion fruit juice and it gives another level of flavorness. If you don't have grapefruit juice, add orange juice, mango, or whatever you have. Whisk everything together to combine and place it on a stove on a medium heat. And keep whisking for at least 6 to 7 minutes. It's gonna start thickening. It will rise in the volume and you're gonna have to keep whisking while watching that the heat is not too much, otherwise it would burn from the bottom. Keep whisking until the volume reduces again. Whisking your curd continuously on a medium heat will make you have the creamiest texture ever, as this will prevent it from sticking to the bottom and making the crumbs. Also, it is important not to stop whisking as soon as it thickens because we want the eggs to thoroughly cook. So you're gonna have to go through these steps. It's gonna thicken, rise in volume. You will keep stirring until it reduces in volume again. After about 7 minutes of whisking, when you remove it from the heat, transfer it into a clean bowl that doesn't have any raw eggs traces. Then go ahead and add in the butter. It is better if it's cut into small cubes, and squeeze the gelatin sheets and add them also into the mixture. And you want to do this immediately or as fast as possible as soon as you remove it from the heat, as we need this heat to both melt the butter and the gelatin sheets. Then mix everything together till everything is nicely well combined. You can also use a hand blender for this. So depending on how cold the butter is, this will already cool down the mixture, but you do want to pour it on the crust while it's still runny and warm. And for this reason, you only start making your curd once your crust is baked, ready and cooled. If you've watched the previous video where we made the shortcrust pastry together, we also used a glazing, and this works as a barrier to prevent the tart shell from absorbing the moisture from the cream. So go ahead and pour your passion fruit curd into the crust while it's still runny and place it in the fridge for at least 2 hours until it's completely set. And let's prepare the glazing. So I highly recommend you to glaze your shells before pouring in the cream, and this is how your tart will stay nice and crunchy for up to 3 days if you save it in the fridge. If you skip this part, your tart might get soggy already the next day. And now for the last bit, let's make the glazing for the top. This glazing is very simple, but it adds a lot of visual and texture to the tart. It looks beautiful, and I like how it adds a little bit of crunchiness from the seeds to the whole experience of eating the tart. We're gonna mix together the pulp of one nice ripe passion fruit the juice of a passion fruit, and cornstarch. Then whisk everything together to combine and place it on a medium to low heat while continuously whisking. Bring it to a simmer till it thickens. The tart has been chilling in the fridge. It has nicely set, so wait for your glazing to slightly cool down. Don't add it while it's still very hot so that it doesn't melt the cream and mix together with it, as you want it to stay nicely on the top. So go ahead, wait for it to cool for 1 to 2 minutes, then add it to the top of your tart. I personally love the seeds, both visually and the texture they add to the whole tart. If you don't like them, just try to add the minimum. If you find them unpleasant, then go ahead and leave them out. Decorate to taste and your tart is ready. And again, if you glazed your crust, you're gonna have a very nice, crunchy, flavorful tart that will last you for up to 3 days. If you don't glaze your crust, it's gonna get soggy the next day, so don't hesitate to do this. I really recommend it. I really hope you will be trying out this recipe. It's really delicious, I promise you. It's so refreshing, it tastes very good, the texture and the curd is so creamy. And if you do, please let me know how it turned out. I'm always happy to read from you. You can share with me on Instagram, Facebook, or here in the comments section. In the next video, we're going to be making another kind of tart using the small tart shells we made together in the previous video, so make sure to stay tuned. I thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell to get all the notifications, and see you soon in a new video. Happy baking!